heroes. It's an old-fashioned notion.
A symbol to the nation. A hero to the world.
What's up, YouTubers and Marvel fans? It's your boy DJ11 here, back at you with another one, and I just got back from the new Marvel movie Endgame. And I gotta tell you, like, right off the bat, I was shocked at how empty the theater was. My buddy called me at 10:45 to go to an 11:20 movie, and there were still plenty of seats left. And then he bought the seats on Fandango, and there's a little bit of a problem, so we had to buy 2 more tickets when we were there. It wasn't a problem at all. It was unbelievable. I know it was 11:20 on a Thursday night, but there was 10 people in the theater, including us, and I was just hoping this wasn't a sign. Because I'm a huge Marvel fan. I've seen most of the movies. I've seen a lot of the cartoons and even the mess they put on Netflix. But, of course, minus Jessica Jones. She's awesome. I love that one. But I have not seen Captain Marvel yet. And if you're like me and you haven't seen it yet, I can tell you that it does not affect the movie. Right out of the gate, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. I just want to kind of give a few thoughts of the movie and kind of what I thought about it without spoiling anything for anybody. And it was cool. It had kind of a cold open. It actually took a second. You're sitting there watching all these previews, and you're like, oh wait, that's an Avenger right there. And so yeah, that was kind of cool. They had the cold open going on. I can say right off the bat that they did a really good job in the trailers. They made it seem a lot sadder than it was going to be, and it was not that. They almost tried to they tried to turn this thing into a comedy. So it's not nearly as sad as I thought it was, or not nearly as sad as the last one ended, so that was definitely a good one. I can't believe I'm saying this about a 3-hour-long movie, but it actually felt kind of rushed, which is just like, that's crazy. How does a 3-hour-long movie rushed? But it did. It seemed almost kind of rushed. And it's weird. They didn't waste any time. It's like you think things are going to happen like in the middle of the movie, and it goes down right away. Like they just start off with a bang. They just get it done. But yeah, the fact that they tried to make it a comedy, the problem was that most of the jokes just fell flat. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely some laugh out loud moments. There's a few of them, but more often than not, the jokes just felt a little bit forced. There's a Captain America anatomy joke that plays on for a while that was kind of funny, but I don't know, for the most part, yeah, the jokes just kind of landed with a thud, and that was kind of rough. A lot of the actors are aging. I know Father Time waits for no man, but like Robert Downey Jr. was just looking downright sickly, and I didn't know if they were doing that for the storyline or if they wrote that storyline because of his condition, because he was looking a little rough. So I don't know what was up with that. There also just weren't a whole lot of surprises in the movie. Basically what you think is going to happen is what happens for the most part. So they don't really kind of blow you out of the water. There's 1 or 2 things, but yeah, there's just not a whole lot of shock moments in there. I did like what they did with the Hulk. He's my favorite Avenger, and there was definitely plenty of cameos. Not every hero got the biggest role, but everyone ever pretty much in a Marvel movie basically made an appearance. So that might have been also what added to it being rushed a little bit. But everybody was in there. But I will say that they did a pretty decent job of like keeping the cast, the main members that were there. They all got plenty of screen time, and it wasn't like they were forced and kept on the screen all together at the same time. Just mashed up. Like everybody had their own little roles, and I think they split that part up pretty good. The other part that was just over the top, they definitely had plenty of over-the-top female power moments. There's the girl power scenes are abundant, and they definitely pushed that envelope a lot harder than they did in the first one. So for all the ladies out there, you definitely got that to look forward to. Speaking of, though, I thought there'd be a lot more Captain Marvel scenes, but really not so much. I guess she's just too powerful, and it wouldn't have worked out overall for the movie. But I thought Captain Marvel would be in it more, and yeah, not really. So now I guess I have to go watch the Captain Marvel show to actually see what she's all about. I'm not really a huge comic book fan, but I know through the videos that there were quite a few callbacks and nods to the comics, lots of Easter eggs, so, lots of comic book fans will probably enjoy that. I like the nod that Captain gave to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in there, because I loved Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so that was cool to see him give that nod. I think my favorite storyline of our main character was probably Thor. he just killed it as the comic relief like he always does. So, I mean, I like that one a lot. There's a really cool Spider-Man action scene that was pretty dope. I like that a lot. Remember, this is no spoilers. We'll come back, I'll grab the crew, and we'll definitely do another review once they all see it. I just wish there were more surprises and it wasn't so predictable. I mean, I even called exactly how they were going to act, and it's like once you cross down that path, it's not going to turn out right, and there's really just no coming back from it. So I don't know. I love my Marvel movies and TV shows, and I'm excited to see where they take the franchise from here. But if I'm being honest, as great as the last one was, this one just fell a little bit short for me. I mean, I know after the last one, it's like almost insurmountable amount of hype to get past because yeah, you know how the last one ended, and it was just like, what are you going to do to top that? You just really can't. But it's almost like they didn't even try. I mean, they just pretty much phoned this one in. It was their last one, and yeah, let's just get her done, get the money, and get out. That's what it kind of seemed like. It really did. It seemed like they just kind of phoned this one in a little bit. It just, me and my buddy got in the car, and like one of the first things he said was, I just didn't really like that one that much. I mean, I just wasn't impressed with that one that much. And I give movies a lot more slack. I'm just I'll just go in there and kick back and enjoy the ride. But I mean, after as great as that first one was, this one just fell short. I mean, I don't know. I got my other buddy bought some tickets, so we're supposed to go back and watch it on Monday, and it's like, I mean, I'll go back and watch it. It's a Marvel movie. It's Avengers. It's not terrible by any means. It's worth watching, but I wouldn't go stand in any lines for it. I wouldn't go sit in a packed theater if you can't get decent seats. I mean, I wouldn't force it. You can definitely, wait it out and go at a time that's a lot more convenient for you, and then just go back, sit back, and veg out and enjoy the show. But yeah, don't fight any crowds. Don't spend any crazy money. Definitely just wait a couple weeks and go when it's nice and comfortable and convenient. Because I don't know, if I gotta be honest, I love the Avengers, I love Marvel, but this one just missed the mark a little bit. So it wasn't terrible. It's definitely worth watching. Like I said, I'm excited to see where it goes from here. But this movie was just definitely nowhere near a 10. If I had to scale or rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't know. I mean, is a 6 too harsh? It might be a 6 though. 6.5, maybe a 7. I don't know. It was rough. I don't know. I mean, it's late. Whatever. I'm a night owl, but I thought I'd actually like that. It wasn't so crowded, but the actual movie was a bit of a letdown. Maybe it's just because we were so hyped. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'll go back on Monday and give it another chance, and maybe I'll like it a little bit better. But right out of the gate, first thoughts, first impressions, just not super, super impressed. So hey, you guys go check it out. Tell me what you think. Leave comments below once you do, and hey, maybe I'm all wrong, maybe you'll love it, maybe it's exactly what you were waiting for and what you wanted to see. But for me, it just kind of missed the mark this time around. But like I said, maybe I'll go back on Monday, give it another chance, and see what's what. So yeah, always have Game of Thrones to look forward to this Sunday, so nothing too bad about that. So yeah, like I said, missed the mark for me just a little bit, but it's Marvel. Most people are going to go see it. It's going to make its money, and hopefully they'll come back with a bang with the next one. So other than that, I hope everybody has an absolutely fantastic week and weekend, and until we see you next time, game on.
We're in the end game now.
Whatever it takes.
Wakanda!